Is it the Klein's week to win finally at the Klein Challenge? You'll just have to wait to find out the answer to this question. Good morning, Staples. Good morning. It is Thursday, October 15th. I am Johnny. If the weather is good enough, maybe we'll have a pep rally tomorrow. But we certainly will have a home football game against Stanford tomorrow night. We do have a great show for you today, but before we can begin, would you all please stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have some students from all over the world who live here in Westport, but we also have some students from other parts of the country who attend Staples but do not live in the town. Here's a report in the ABC House.
Good morning, Staples. I'm here with Jared Ferguson. Jared is a member of the ABC House here in Westport. Now, Jared, what does ABC stand for?
ABC stands for Better Chance. It's a program started in 1963. Helps out all minority children around the whole U.S.
What other students from Staples are part of the ABC program?
Well, myself, Ali Sano, Samuel Larkin, and Thomas Jones.
When was the ABC House in Westport founded?
It was founded in 2002, and it's been going on for about 14 years now.
Thank you, Jared.
Thank you.
We learned a lot about the ABC program here. Now back to the hosts.
Thanks for your report on the ABC program. Many great Staples students have gone through the ABC program and have gone to be students in great colleges. Eli and his group are back this week with another interview with one of the Staples' newest teachers. This week, Eli visited the World Language Department to meet our new German teacher. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Staples. We're here with Miss Ulianova from the World Language Department. She teaches German here at Staples, and we're going to ask her a few questions. So, where did you go to school, and how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching since 2001. I started at Yale, then went to Wesleyan, Connecticut College, and finally landed here. I went to school in several countries. I went to school in St. Petersburg, Russia, in Heidelberg, Germany, in Norway, and in the States, in Connecticut.
What drew you to learning and ultimately teaching German?
My parents. My parents kind of forced me because the school was next to our house, and I didn't have any other choices but just going to the German school, and I guess it was a good choice.
What drew you to coming to America, and how long have you been here?
I got a contract. I applied for a teaching position and got a contract at Yale, and that's what basically was the reason for me coming to the States.
What kind of things do you like to do in your free time?
I like to run. I'm a runner. I like to swim in the ocean, and I like taking care of my bunnies. I have bunnies at home.
All right, thanks so much for visiting with us. It was nice to meet you, and I hope you're adjusting well to being here at Staples.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks for the interview, and welcome to all of our new teachers. We hope you all have a successful and long run here at Staples High School. You might have noticed there are many senior girls with t-shirts with all sorts of clever things on the back. You might see there's a backstory to these t-shirts, and here's a piece all about that.
So we went around and asked senior girls what they put on the back of their shirts and why.
Yeah. Okay, it says JCap Rocky on the back of my shirt, like the rapper ASAP Rocky, because I'm a rap queen, so.
My shirt says Rihanna because my name is Hannah and I'm obsessed with Rihanna.
The back of my shirt is wait what, because whenever somebody says something, I'm like the last to know, and I always say wait what.
So my name on the back of my shirt is actually just my last name because I'm an original, and yeah.
Mine says deported because I'm from Australia and I'm always scared I'm gonna get deported.
Alrighty, so to all my Bedford people, for 8th grade graduation, when the principal told us that nobody could clap until the end of each class, I walk across the stage and my brother goes, what, that's my sister! So yeah, that explains my shirt.
My senior name is Lucifer because my last name is Luciano. So if you take the Lucy from Luciano and tack on fur, it's Lucifer. So,
Okay, on the back of my senior shirt is Sassity because people think I'm sassy. I put an asterisk and then your, like Y-O-U-R-E on my shirt because I always correct people when they use the wrong form of your. Yeah.
I put take a solo on the back of my shirt, and this has to do with the fact that I ask everyone to take a solo of me. This is an example of my solo.
My shirt says dank memes, because my name's Mimi. Yeah.
My shirt says MY-LEE because no one knows how to pronounce my name.
My shirt says #selfie because I really like taking pictures of myself and people.
Now back to the host.
Do it.
Fun piece, guys. Seems like there's an interesting story behind each one of these t-shirts. Up next is an announcement on Student Assembly.
Today we sat down with Ms. Diddler, who has a special announcement about Student Assembly, which is the student government for Staples.
Good morning. I'm Mrs. Diddler, the new faculty advisor for Student Assembly. We are currently accepting 20 new members. We hope that you'll consider joining Student Assembly. It is the voice of all the students. The president of Student Assembly meets with the principal, vice principals, department chairs, and teachers every Wednesday afternoon to voice your comments, your questions, your concerns, and get answers for you. We really hope you consider joining this great organization, Your Voice, and applications are due Friday. They can be found in your email under your Student Assembly. Come out and join us. It's a good time.
Thanks, Ms. Diddler, for talking to us today. And just one last reminder, applications are due tomorrow.
Thanks, Mrs. Diddler, for the update on Student Assembly. Remember that applications are due this Friday. We have an important announcement from the Library Learning Commons.
Good morning, Staples. Now we turn to Ms. Weinberg for special library announcements.
Hi, I'm Ms. Weinberg. Welcome to the Library Learning Commons here at Staples. We just want to remind you that if you took out a book for the summer, some reading books are due on September 14th, which is Tuesday. If you can return them before then, that would be great. If you haven't yet returned them, we'll give you an extra day, so don't worry about that. But we would like to get them back. If you did read anything great this summer and it wasn't from the library, but you want us to buy it for the library, please let us know, and we'll go ahead and buy that if it seems appropriate for our school. And we just wanted to let you know about our tech help desk. We have students almost every period, so if you want some help with your device getting onto the network, or you're having some other issue with your device, please come and stop by and see a student, and we can help you out with that. And lastly, we're noticing that some people are leaving behind their devices. Please make sure they're labeled. We do have Sharpies here in the library, so you can put your name on them, and we want to make sure that you keep what's yours. So thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Weinberg. And now back to the host.
Thanks for that useful information. Every Friday, a very unique sports event happens in a field house. Up next is a piece my group created about the Unified Sports program. Hi, Staples. I'm Johnny with Ms. Zemmer here, the coach of Unified Sports, and she's going to tell us a little bit about Unified Sports. So, Ms. Zemmer, do you mind telling us what is Unified Sports about?
Sure. Unified Sports is a subsection of Special Olympics. It's a Connecticut Interscholastic Athletic Association sanctioned sport, so it's a team sport for high schools. They also have it at the elementary and the middle schools, but we've been doing it here at Staples High School for an extended period of time, over 12 years. It's a combined team made of special needs students and mainstream students where they participate together, and then after they've practiced many times, they compete against other schools at a tournament.
So, Ms. Zemmer, would you mind telling us how many students are in Unified Sports?
Currently we have 12 special needs athletes participating at Staples High School. Each one of those has 2 to 3 students as their partners. So altogether our team consists of about 30 students.
So, Ms. Zemmer, is Unified Sports a really good club to join?
I believe it is. All the students that come have a great time. We do practice on Friday afternoons from 2:30 to 3:30. We do indoor soccer in the fall. In the winter we do basketball, which is in the field house as well. And then for the spring we go outside to the track and we do track and field right there. Everybody who comes has a great time. We make good friends. We have a lot of laughs. and we help others.
Well, thank you for letting me meet with you today, and really hope to see everybody at the tournaments, and we're going to take it back to the host afterwards. Thanks to my team who helped me create that piece. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure many students not know about this program. Perhaps some of you would like to come and help out on Friday. See Mrs. Emery in her office next to the girls' locker room. It is now time for some tough questions about homecoming from John and Harry.
What up, Staples? We're back for homecoming, baby. What player are you most looking forward to watching this Friday night?
Obviously you, Harry, number 54.
Hashtag the return. Star wideout, Kieran Simonovic. Ocho. Kieran, it's your first year on the sidelines instead of in the stand. What do you want from your senior year from the crowd today?
Get wild.
I'm here with STN insider Cooper Boardman. Cooper, Morago's fantasy owners are wondering if they should start him this week against Stanford. What's your advice?
Definitely. Stanford's run defense, not necessarily very good, so I think Moragos is going to put together a pretty good game.
17 fantasy points last week. You hear it here first. He's in for another big week against Stanford. I'm going to make it short and sweet. What do you want from the crowd on Friday night?
2 words. Get lit.
You heard it from Zap Freak.
Get out of your mind!
Now back to the host. And remember, Staples.
Fun piece, guys. And now it's time for sports. Reese is back outside the locker room. This week, he is checking out another fall team, boys soccer.
We have been nothing if not exciting this year. Right now, it's Monday. We're 6 wins, 1 loss, 3 ties after an opening day defeat. Had tons of down-to-the-wire games. We won a couple in the last couple of minutes. We got tied by Darien in the last 5 seconds, which will never happen again. God willing. But it's been great. We have hardworking guys. They have really high standards. Our goal is to win the last game of the season, including the FCAC championship along the way. It's not easy. We've got a great mix of upperclassmen and underclassmen. They're knocking the ball around well. They believe in themselves. A lot of not big names, but players who work well together. It's fun. Come out to the Hill and you'll see some really cool soccer with down-to-the-wire finishes, and that's what it's all about.
So we've already heard from Coach Wu. Now I'm here with senior forward Daniel Brill of the soccer team. So Daniel, how do you think you guys are going to maybe try to avoid heartbreaking finishes like in the tie versus Darien?
That was obviously a very tough way to lose a game after we played for probably 79 minutes and like 40 seconds, and looking up at the clock after their goal with just 5 seconds to remain, that was just like a tough way to lose. Going forward, I feel like we just have to work for the full 80 minutes to like ensure that we win the game, because we were up obviously by like 1 goal. So I think if we just work hard throughout the entire game, we can have a good season ahead.
Absolutely. And what have been some of the greatest challenges so far for the team to face as a collective unit?
Obviously, I think this is like our biggest challenge so far, losing so late in the game, and this was the most goals we conceded like so far this season, 2 goals.
2? Wow.
Yeah. So this was definitely something to learn from, but since we're about halfway through the season now, we can only go forward from here, and it's just a learning experience.
So the defense has been a great collective unit this year, obviously. It's 2 goals is the maximum you guys have allowed. Dan talks about how this team doesn't really have any superstars, but is really a good cohesive unit that works together as one.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I feel like that's mainly because of like our 2 captains at the back, Noah Schwaber and Kenji Goto, just like commanding everyone, and they can kind of see the entire field and move it up from there. So I feel like that's a really good like part of the team to have both captains in the back.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Daniel.
Thank you.
And we list the boys soccer team luck in the future. We'll now be back to the host.
Great piece, Reese, and continued success to our boys soccer team. And now it is time for the Klein Challenge.
Hello Staples! Mr. Klein and Mr. Zito here once again for week 5 of the Klein Challenge, week 6 of the NFL season. Zeets, what's up? It's going quick.
It is going quick. How'd you do?
I did okay. I went 2-1 last week. The Chiefs killed me, but I did hit my lock of the week with the New York Football Giants.
Barely.
Unfortunately, sweet Caroline O'Kane went 3-0. That would be a perfect week for Caroline.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yes.
Le'Veon Klein.
Le'Veon Bell killed Le'Veon Klein. Last second win by the Steelers last night put her at a perfect week. So I actually have some good news and some bad news for Mr. Klein after 4 weeks of the challenge. Let's start with the bad news. I have not won in 4 weeks, okay? 2 ties and 2 wins by the students. Here's the good news.
That was the good news.
It only leaves me 2 games behind. The students are a sizzling 10-2 after 4 weeks, and Mr. Klein is an acceptable 8-4 after 4 weeks. Again, I'm still getting my bearings. So, Zeets, we're gonna do something a little different this week, okay? Every week we get a student on, we know who the students root for. We know the pulse of the students, but we don't know the pulse of our faculty. So we are going to have a faculty fan of the week.
Go for it.
Hey, Mr. Thomas,
how's
what's
it
up?
going?
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Mr. Klein. I think he wanted me to be on the Klein Challenge today.
Oh yeah, he said he's waiting for you in the green room.
Okay, sure, yeah, green room. Wow. Wasn't expecting that.
Friday morning? Alright, here's the green room, Mr. Thomas.
Dude, this is a bathroom.
Oh, Cody, awesome. Glad you made it.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, listen, make yourself at home in my green room here. Have a seat.
On the toilet?
Well, it's the only seat we have in here. Can I offer you a snack?
Eating in the bathroom?
Yeah, you know what?
Dude. I'm not sure.
I do it all the time. I am here with Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas is our very first faculty fan of the week. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Okay, you hear me ask the students this all the time. What kind of football fan are you?
Let me show you.
Green Bay Packers all the way. We have a cheesehead here, a Green Bay Packer fan. Okay, Cody, ready?
Yeah.
We're going to see how knowledgeable a Green Bay Packer fan you are. I'm going to throw you a set of questions. Here we go. We're going to start soft. Give me the Green Bay Packers' current record.
They are 5-0.
5-0, 1 for 1. Green Bay Packers home field.
Lambeau Field.
Lambeau Field, legendary, 2-0. Current coach of the Green Bay Packers.
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. For
Super Bowl champ.
Super Bowl champ. For a bonus point, can you name his predecessor, the coach before Mike McCarthy?
Yeah, Mike Sherman.
Mike Sherman. We're doing well, really well here. Okay. How many Super Bowl championships have the Green Bay Packers won?
They've won 4 Super Bowl championships.
Okay.
And 9 championships before the Super Bowl was invented.
I'm impressed. Can you name how many Super Bowls have the Packers actually lost?
They lost to the Broncos. I think just the one.
That's it. Wow. Really impressive. Okay. The Packers play in the NFC North. Can you name the other 3 teams in that division?
Yep. The Detroit Lions. Shout out to Dave Willick. The Chicago Bears, shout out to Cooper Boardman, and the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow, okay. Last question is a 2-part question. Can you name the all-time leader in touchdown passes in a season, Green Bay Packers history?
It's got to be Aaron Rodgers.
It is Aaron Rodgers with 45. Can you name all-time touchdown pass leader career in Packers history?
That's got to be Brett Favre.
Extremely impressive. Cody Thomas, this is a real Green Bay Packers fan. I am here with John Maragos. John is the next contestant on the Klein Challenge. John, thanks for being on the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Little birdie told me you scored your first 2 career touchdowns this weekend.
Yeah, the team worked really well. We just physically dominated man, and we're getting ready for Stanford.
Awesome, that sounds good. Okay, John, what kind of football fan are you?
I'm a Miami Dolphins football fan.
Another back-to-back Miami Dolphins fans. That is unusual. All right, John, how'd you become a Dolphins fan?
My father always loved Dan Marino and the team, the undefeated team, and ever since then, the family's always been in love with the Dolphins.
Dan Marino, perhaps the greatest quarterback never to win a Super Bowl. Okay, John, give me your 3 picks for Week 5 of the Klein Challenge.
All right. First pick of the week is Miami at Tennessee.
Going with his Dolphins.
Of course. Second pick is Carolina over Seattle. And third pick is the New England Patriots over the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay, that Carolina-Seattle pick. Panthers on the road when the Seahawks are finally getting it together a little bit, although they lost a tough one last week. Tough pick on John's part. I'm going to go in this direction. I am going with the New York Jets over the Washington Redskins. I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings over the Kansas City Chiefs. And my lock of the week.
Ooh, that's a big lock, all right.
I am going with the Green Bay Packers over the San Diego Chargers. That is it for week 5 of the Klein Challenge. John, continued success on the football field? Yeah. Awesome. Enjoy the games. See ya.
Well, it has been 4 weeks of Mr. Klein not winning. There has to be a new record for the Klein Challenge. Perhaps this will be the students' year to win it. Just a reminder, Mr. Zeta told you about removing your bags from the corner. As of yesterday's morning, the bags are still there. Don't forget to move them to the empty cupboards, otherwise they'll be moved after Friday. Well, it's our show for this week, Staples. We will be back on usual schedule next week. And so the Period A class will have their show next Wednesday. Enjoy the pep rally, and keep our fingers crossed for tomorrow's weather. And see you all at the game tomorrow night. Good morning, Staples.